Hey, it's Aaron from GameEnthus.com, and this time I'm checking out Jinx. Jinx is a die-rolling set collection game published by Piatnik and designed by Klaus Altenburger. In Jinx, players are going to be rolling the die and trying to gather cards and hang on to them in order to score points. Games played in 3 different rounds. As I've been saying in a lot of these Piatnik small box card game videos, I do have an additional copy of it to give away, so leave a comment down below and be entered in to win the other copy of Jinx that I have. Not this copy is mine. The other one has shrink wrap on it, and you'll get that nice new game smell, like I did when I first opened my copy. As I've also been saying, I do like this area here, if I can point to it. I know some games have the round thing. I don't know if that happens anymore. That's also useful, but this is fine too. It helps to just separate the lid, so you don't have to, dig your finger under there and ruin the integrity of the other portions of the box. So yeah, that is Jinx. Well, I'm saying it like I'm done. I haven't showed you how the game plays yet. Let me show you now how Jinx plays right now, right here. I just hit the microphone. Okay, the setup for Jinx is quite simple. You lay out a 4x4 grid of cards. There's a die. Here's the rest of the cards. You're not going to need them until you get to the other rounds. There are a total of 3 rounds in the game. What you can do on your turn is fairly simple. So on your turn, you can roll a die. And based on what number pit value comes up, you can take 1 card of that same pit value, just 1. What you want to think about what your odds are. So I rolled a 1. So there's 3 1s in this grid. There's 4 purple cards, 3 blue cards, but only 2 gray or black cards. I'm gonna take this one. Actually, I'll move this stuff up here so that this can be the other players. And the reason why that's important is it's about the odds. So basically, when you get to the end of a round can be triggered when all the cards are gone, which doesn't necessarily have to happen, because the end of a round can be triggered much sooner because you get up to 2 rolls. If you roll twice and you don't roll anything that's still here, that ends a round. And you also have to give up your highest card. I'll just go through a round real fast and you'll see how it works. So now it's this player's turn. Player over here, they rolled a 3. There's only 1 green card. So if I get this 3, it's pretty much safe. Why is it safe? Because at the end of a round, whatever color is still represented in the center that you have, you don't get that card. So because there's no other green here, at least for this round, this 3 is safe for the most part. I say for the most part because if you do have another turn, if I rolled twice and couldn't get anything and got nothing, I will trigger the end of the round, and you have to give up your highest value card. If this is my only card I have to give this up. But other than that, because there's no green here at all, so let me show you how it works. So back over here, this player. I'm saying too many words. It's easier just to show. I roll a 6. So I'm thinking about, there's only 1 6 here. This one, so I have to take this one. I'm not too comfortable with this 6 because there's still 3 purples here. Like I said before, you get to keep a card and go to the next round only if the color of the card you have is still not represented here. There's still 3 purples here. Back over to this player. I rolled another 6. There's no 6s here at all. Now there are ways of mitigating die rolls. I'll show you that in just a second. So I roll a 6. So I'm just gonna roll again. You get up to 2 rolls. I roll a 1. Okay, there's 3 of each. Since they have a purple 6 and all information is open, I don't want to help this player. So if I get rid of the 1 here, then there's only 2 purple left, which it's good for me in that I get closer to keeping this 1, they get closer to keeping this 6. So I'm gonna take this 1 because it doesn't help them to remove all the colors. Back over here, a 3. There's no other oranges, so this 3 is complete. This 3 is safe for the most part. That 3 is safe. There's no other no other oranges here. So at least for this round, it cannot go away. Another 1. So I have to take this one now. Okay, back over here. I rolled a 1. There are no 1s here. So I gotta be careful. I'm gonna roll a 1 again. My second roll, I rolled a 5. I'm gonna take this magenta 5 because there are no other 5s. And I feel pretty confident that this 5 is safe. Back over here. I also rolled a 5. So there's 2 5s here. I mean, there's a 5 here, but in 2 colors. 5 here, 2 colors. 5 here, no other colors. So now I pretty much validated this 5 because there's no gray here, which also validates their 1. That's okay. Back over here. Gonna re-roll. It fell on the floor. So this player rolls a 3. There's only 1 3 here. I'll take that 3. Back over here. I roll a 1. I roll a 1 again. That kills the round. So I'm gonna roll my second roll. I rolled a 3. There are no 3s here. That triggers the end of the round. So, in terms of what's left. Okay, since there's still purple here, all the purples go back into the center. There's no greens in here. There's still a blue here. So all the blues are gonna go back in. Okay. What else is left? There's no oranges. So these cards are safe. These cards for each player are now safe. However, the unfortunate part is the player who triggered the end of the round has to give up their highest value card. So my highest value card is my 5, so that goes away. And that is discarded out of the game. Now, the lucky cards. Let me explain what the lucky cards are. There's 6 of them, there's 2 of each. So what these do are these are perks that can only be used in 2 rounds. If you can get one going to the second round, you may have it for the third round. 23 rounds in the game. So this one lets you split up a roll. So if you rolled a 6 or a 4, whatever, you roll anything more than a 1, you can grab cards up to 3 that add up to what you roll. So if you roll a 6, you could get a 4 and 2 1s. You could get 2, you can get 3 and a 3. You get it, 4 and a 2. They have to be the same color though. That's sort of the trick. And because of this symbol, which these all have, it means you can reuse it over and over again, which is kind of nice. Each turn you could use it and it doesn't go away. This lets you get a third die roll. You might guess what these do. These add and this adds, this subtracts a pit value from what you roll. And these are used for perpetuity or the rest of the game. These are one-time use. So that's why it says 1x in the corner, if you can see that. This just lets you take a 1, 2, or 3 that's out there, regardless of color. And this lets you take a 4, 5, or 6 that's out in the grid, regardless of color. And they're once you use them, then these go away and they're done. So, yeah, so these are the lucky cards. Like I said, there's 12 of them, 2 of each. So what you do in the beginning of the game, you shuffle them up and you can't pick which one you want. You just get whatever you get. So this player over here has 9 points right now. They have 3. At this point, any player could give up 1 card. Doesn't matter which one they do. Just give up a card in order to purchase a lucky card. So this player would give this up. They now have 8. No big deal. And they draw 1. So what they drew is, now they get this. So they can use this at any time. But they can only use it 1 time. The rules don't say lucky cards have to be face up, but there's no hidden information in this game, so they may as well be. So yeah, you would go into the second round, go to the deck, 4x4 grid, 16 more cards. The process will repeat, and the whole point of the game is to end up having the most points by the end of the third round. So you really want to get a lucky card in the first round, so you can at least have it theoretically have it. Boom, these go away if you use it, but have it to go into the other rounds. That would be preferred, if you will. So yeah, that is Jinx. I've also seen on BGG the version I've seen is spelled Jinx, but it's different art. But I'm pretty sure it's the same game. So yeah, that's Jinx. Okay, so that was Jinx. I have enjoyed every game I played of this thing. It's really simple. There's a small little teeny bit of strategy, but like just enough to keep it interesting. Where you're just playing the odds. You're trying to go for the cards that will hopefully and ultimately wind up being removed from the center, so that they validate the cards of the same color that you've already pulled from it. Because if there's 2 blues in there and you have 9 points in blue on the side, if those blues stick around, your 9 points is going away. So yeah, the game is fun. It's easy to teach, easy to play. What is this, 2 to 4 players, 15 minutes? It's pretty accurate. I like Jinx. The Jinx is a game I will toss into my bag if I think there's people who really like hobbyist games, even those who don't. It's quick. It's enough small decisions, if you can call them that, because you're really just rolling a die. There's choices. It's basically the choices of odds. What can I remove that increases my odds of keeping the cards that I already have and the one that I just removed? And I like that the lucky cards can mitigate some of the die rolls and give you, they're aptly named. They are quite lucky because you can get another roll. Just pick a card, period. Divide up, the pit values and get more cards of the same color. I dig. The only thing is the game is so short. There are some games where we didn't even get to the lucky cards because you're not going to give up a 6 after the first round to get a lucky card. That you could, but why? You could get up like a 1 or a 2, maybe a 3. You'll give that up in order to buy a lucky card to use throughout the rest of the game. So my only real thing is like sometimes it was kind of like the game is so short you don't get a chance to even use lucky cards. But you're gonna want to play this, at least me. I want to play it like back to back to back because it's so quick, it's so easy. In other games, you probably will get a chance to get a lucky card and then use it multiple times, or at least in the second and third/final round. So yeah, that is Jinx. I said before, leave a comment that's relevant to the video, not just insulting me, down below, and be entered into your own copy. I only have one other copy of Jinx. So yes, that is Jinx. Simple, relatively simple game, but fun. Simple things can be fun things. Everything doesn't have to be complicated. Life is complicated enough. Sometimes you just need a little Jinx. I don't know how to finish the rest of that, but yeah. Jinx. I work on this lighting. It's like so bright. I can't see anything. Anyway, yep, do it for me. Thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, and be blessed.